This isn't about us saying we don't want to pay more tax. It's about us saying we want a regime which is fair, a regime where one group isn't disadvantaged against the others. And that's what's happened right now. If you're a big multinational company, you're going to pay a lower rate of tax than the juniors. That's not fair.
Doing a deal with the three biggest mining companies in the world and calling that an agreement with the mining industry is completely untrue. We were never consulted. We've always said, you know, the door is always open. We're happy to consult, but you know, our pleas have fallen on deaf ears.
They've been engaging with the major players and I guess the top line of the industry, but I think the knock-on effect through companies like ourselves, engineering companies and other support companies in this industry, and it's a significant impact through the broader economy. I'm not sure that they get that.
My business has changed in as much that I'm working a lot longer hours again. Like it's back to 2 years ago. I'm working 14 hours a day, nearly 6 days a week. I've noticed the input from all of us. I've had to change my staffing. My staffing now, what they were just coming in to do one job, they're now doing 2 or 3 jobs within that one job, just to make the dollar go further.
What needs to happen is the government needs to negotiate with a representative group of companies, and we need an undertaking that juniors will not pay a higher rate of tax than the majors. What's fair about that?
We saw a lot of the larger companies actually cancel forward advertising, and that really hasn't picked up again yet.
I was in New York 3 weeks ago, and everyone I met were absolutely dumbfounded at the decision that was made to have a tax like this, and all of them said, we're just going to wait and see what happens. We have no idea how to value your company because we have no idea what the details of the tax are, and our approach towards Australia has certainly changed.
We can't predict when people are coming in anymore. We used to be able to predict our busy days. We used to be able to predict our the flow, if you like. We don't have that anymore.
But there's engineering and other service companies that are New South Wales and Victorian based that provide services into the resources sector in Western Australia and Queensland that will be directly impacted if some of these projects don't go ahead.
If the tax comes in, it doesn't mean the mining industry is going to evaporate overnight. There'll always be a mining industry in Australia. But what will happen is 5 years from now, you'll look back and you'll say, gee, this could have been so much better. This could have been a much better industry. As the industry slowly, wanes into, I guess, a second-rate industry in the world, and the rest of the world goes up, like Africa and India and China and Mongolia, we're going to look back if this tax comes in and say, wow, that was a big mistake.